Well, greetings, travelers. It's me, Kevin C, here at Action Pants Gaming, with another live tutorial. Someone had a question about scaled placement, and let me see if I can't be more proficient here. Quark Bandit on the Beeble Hive had a question on placing or snapping large-scale parts. And Kill Labs had a suggestion, and we'll go over that as well, or we'll try to. And then, well, first, Enra Silver had mentioned my name on a method that I use. And as I've said in the past, there's always multiple methods to doing the same thing. But for this particular thing, I figured I would show you what I do. DG squared, how you doing? Oh, my goodness, I hit 1.08. Damn. Thank you for showing up today, DG. So what we're going to do is we're going to head on over to our R&D area, because that's where I did a lot of that. And we'll get going. But before we get going on that, I just want to say, whatever time of day it is for you and whatever it is you might be doing as you catch this, well, I hope it's going good. Alright, let's get our action pants in gear here. Let's head on over to our R&D and see if we can't help out the Quark Bandit. Alright, and welcome Gamma Wolf and Pete. Alright, you know my live tutorials. It's like a mini live stream, but with a purpose. Oh god, my back is killing me. Holy mackerel. I don't know if I slept wrong or the sneeze that killed me the other day, but holy mackerel, am I in some discomfort today. Oh, alright. Alright, let's get out of the darkness here. Ugh. There we go. Alright, manipulating full-scale parts. As you can see, everything here was done with a full-scale part, predominantly. This whole entire thing was built with full-scale walls. And full-scale floor panels. And we got pretty darn precise. Anything done manually, any portion where it is not a direct snap to snap connection that the game normally does is considered manual. So we can see that there is some discrepancy, but for the most part it is pretty darn good. And those discrepancies actually are mainly caused by phasing in the floor, or whatever you're glitching off of. But all in all, we have pretty decent precision, to the point where you can, you know, build a structure off of what you're doing pretty decently, as you can see here. And there should be another building that is breaking apart over there. Where is that? That's this way. Alright. I did get the grass, yes. Yeah, unfortunately it's got a killer collision bubble. But, yeah, you know, is what it is, as they say. All right, and as we've done here, and I deleted the original full-scale kaleidoscope, but as you can see here, we've done a circular structure using the full-scale tethering technique. Okay, so this works for both full-scale, not full-scale, any scale you want, right? Once you've decided to scale apart, you're kind of doing everything manual at that point. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. Happy Friday, Rev. But what I have found to work for me, but again, Kale had a method, and that's actually a good method. I like using the legacy parts because I still have them. If you don't have them, we can alter this a little bit. But we'll go with a stone arch, for example. All right. And I'm going to actually choose the regular one. All right. When you are scaling full scale, your part gets scaled 3 times its normal size, right? Or if you go, but scaled down, is it 3 times as small? All right, so hopefully you already know how to make a scaled part. All right, this is just for manipulating. So what we're going to do is I got to get a wire, which I probably have one kicking around here somewhere. Let me take a look around for a second. I'm pretty certain I've got a full scale wire hanging out here somewhere, so we're not going to go through the whole process. Or I might not. I guess we're going through the process. All right. And the joys of a live tutorial. They're fun, they're interesting, and you can ask questions. And if you didn't quite get it, you can ask to have it repeated. All right, so we're going to make a scaled wire so that we can make a scaled part. And we all should know how to do that by now. And we're going to go full scale here because I think that is the question that Quark Bandit, I think, had asked. Okay, let's get that out of our way for right now. All right, so we got our full scale wire. We're going to make our full scale part. And hopefully you already know how to do that. But if you don't, we can go over all of this. But I think you already know. All right, we are just going to put it off into the distance for now. And we don't even need it, quite honestly. I'm just making it for fun. All right, so say I want this archway here, right? We know that now that this is, actually I did make this for a reason, been scaled, it is now going to be essentially 3 floor panels wide, right? So we need to fit that in there. I don't have it in my list. You have the full-size version only. Rev. Okay. Yep. Hold on one sec. I will hopefully answer that question for you shortly. All right. So when you full scale apart, it is 3 floor panels wide by 1, 2, 3 panels, or 3 walls high, with a little discrepancy. And this is also twisted a little bit. So that's a 3 by 3 part. So say I want to put that right here, okay? And actually, we're going to go with a different part. My apologies. We're going to go with a doorway, or something that we have a specific front to. This. All right, that door has a specific front, and I just want to use this as demonstration so I can explain this part. Thank you, DJ. I do too. And you did an awesome version of that, by the way. All right, so let's get back to, I got a little distracted, so I apologize. And I want to answer the question that's in the chat as well. So, that part is not legacy, all right? Right here, you got your two dots where you can choose hitting triangle, hovering over thin alloy wall. Now I have a choice of the thin alloy. All right, so as long as you have this part unlocked and you're updated, that should be choosable for you. Hopefully that helped. All right, so I want to get this, and I just want to show you this, and we're going to do other things. 2 and 3. All right, so we know that's a 3x3. 1, 2, 3. Oops. So that's going to end here, and we're going to start our other one here. Okay, so that's going to be the middle. So we have two walls that hopefully should butt up against each other pretty smoothly. So now I'm going to copy my scaled wire, and we're going to tether with it. So we're going to set up a tether point. And this is, we're going to rotate this. I'm going to take a look at that wire nub right there, right? I'm going to get that as centered as possible, right about here. We're going to place it. We're going to extend it out. We're going to sneak our nose right close to that floor panel. We're going to get as straight on as we can with our view. And see that like pencil point in there? Looks like a sharpened pencil. You want to try and get right between those lines there, kind of getting a similar reference every time. And this is why I like the legacy parts. You can do this with wood. So we're just going to place that wire, okay? And basically all that's doing is giving us a good center line, okay? Now when you try to do a scaled part in rotation in a manual manner, it's very difficult to kind of get this all lined up and get it nice and perpendicular. So this is why I've chosen the tether technique for manipulating the large scale stuff. While this does work, it's never quite centered because you're not only twisting your part this way, you're also kind of manipulating this way. So you have this dual kind of thing that you're trying to, get situated and make sure that that part ends up straight when you try to do it like this, for example. And we're just going to choose any old part for now. We're going to choose this stone bit here, right? So say I have this, right? And I'm trying to get this into place and have it line up. Well, you can do this manually and do a pretty good job at it. There's all these kind of, see how it's twisting, and, then you start doing this with your L1, R1, and then it gets a little hard to manipulate, especially when you start going upside down or at an angle or anything else like that. And welcome everybody today, by the way. Right on, Paul. Yes, these are legacy floor panels. If you do not have them, there are still ways to do what we're doing here, and we'll get into that after. Okay, so boogity 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 boog. Why I like this technique is I can take this part now. I'm going to put it in the cache, square and triangle. I'm going to copy my scaled wire that I've set as my tether point. I'm going to snap it to this right here. I'm going to connect and extend. And we're going to see here that we are still full scale wire, okay, which lets the part know that it's also going to be full scale or minimal scale or whatever you set as your size determined by the wire. All right. So this allows you to do a bunch of other stuff, but for what we're doing here, now see how I'm only going left and right, I'm not twisting, and I've got a nice center point. So now you just have to find a reference point that works for you in terms of where you want that wall to start and stop. I personally, and see how that pencil point kind of, if you look down, you can see that gives you a nice center. Now I usually use either these double dash lines here, or for me what I do is I kind of bring this forward, get that centered, take it back until it's just on that line right there. Then you're going to do your part placement or reverse wire glitch at this point. And we should be nice and perpendicular, lined up real well on that. All right. And this is why I chose this part, to show you that there is a particular way you need to start your tether in order to have the front of that part be facing the way you want. All right. We've done this in the past using the, when making the monitor. So as you see here, and we'll look here on this floor, we're nice and lined up. We've got a good seam along here. It's not uneven. We're not at a weird angle. Everything's lined up nicely. So now, I'm going to move myself over here. I'm going to take the part that we would add as the wall next, right? Now, downside here, okay, you gotta, there's a door extension here, so my tether wire is now underneath here. Knowing that, I probably would have set my tether here as to remove the wire, which we still should be able to do, but it, for demonstration purposes, that should be fine. All right, now we're going to get our next tether set up. Try to get this as, and now, okay, see, this is where I was talking about how we had a little bit of that unevenness earlier. See how much of the point of this is now phasing in and down into the floor. We've tried using posters here in order to fix this problem. And shimming, it does work, but it's minuscule enough where it shouldn't make that much of a difference. But if it really concerns you, then what I would do at this point is, try shimming. But for now, we're just going to lay in our tether. This might put it at a slight angle, unfortunately. We'll see what happens with our next point. All right, our tether's been set. We're now going to grab our wall. We're going to put that into the cache. We're then going to grab our wire here. We're going to connect it. And we're going to try to bring this to the exact same point as we did our other one. Thankfully, this looks like it's about the same height as our original, so we should be all right. I'm going to line that up. Just drag that back. And again, I would probably start with this as your reference, just so you have something a little bit more accurate. I'm used to doing this, so I kind of know what I'm doing there. But see how you can kind of see a little bit more centralized there with those two dashes. But whatever reference works for you. So we're coming past onto our, and I'm going to drag that back so just against that highlighted area. And we're going to miss our glitch. Be prepared. Be at least thankful they fixed the cascading delete part. Otherwise, you'd be setting this tether up again every single time. Which, that was no fun. And kept me from doing a few things, actually. And you could do it just like this too, but I'm going to go where I know I did the other one. Usually here I would be using a slightly darker floor panel. But as you see here, you know, we got a little bit of a slight seam difference. But very little. You could change it up a little bit if you wanted. Like if we decided here, and we've still got our tether, so it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? We could change our reference point. Something a little bit more reliable. See, I don't mind redoing things if it's in the spot I want it. Okay, and now I'll grab this one. And that should get us a little bit better. All right. Yep. Almost bloody perfect. Yeah, slight discrepancy, but, you know, most people aren't going to notice the difference. And when you're manually manipulating a part, you're manually manipulating a part. I kind of know what I'm doing here. And this works for any scale. All right, so it's whatever you choose for your wire. You know, you just got to get that centralized. You know, following the same method. You know, it's all it is the tether technique. That's all that is. But using the scaled wire instead. You can do it on any, and the nice thing with that is you can do it on any surface. You can do it vertically or, you know, at an angle. It doesn't matter. It works well. But say now you wanted to incorporate your floor into all that, right? So the floor would also be a 3x3. So that would be your center, or in this point would be, you know, 3x3, right? Which gets you 9, 3, 6, and 9. So here what I would do is I'm going to do some universal adjacency movements. Grab our moving tools, our block. Our pyramid, and our raised small paver. At any point you might want to change the color of your part. You would do that now using these. We'll try and make it nice and quick here. Alright, so I want a block in the center here. Where that is. So I'm going to do a universal adjacency. I'm going to drop this down. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, my bad. What we want to do next is we want to go up 3 walls. My fault. We forgot we gotta do that too. So we're gonna go up 3 walls. 1, 2, and 3. And the reason we are, so we can, for demonstration purposes, we will put this back into play. Bazang! Alright. So now, was I looking at that crooked? Or am I just crooked right now? You're just crooked right now. You're a crooked man. And you can actually see nice and lined up again. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, we also know now if we wanted to, if we needed to, that's gonna connect with a standard part, right? And then to kind of clean up that little gap, you would use your short walls, things like that. All right, now that we're up 3 high, and you're gonna go 2 over so that you get to your center point. Now we're gonna do our universal adjacency. Grab our block. Move, please. Thank you. All right, we're going to drop that block underneath. Now we know we have a good center point, right? You could use your floor panel too, but I like to have this so I can drop it half a paver. So you can actually bring it down a little bit if you want. That's why I do that. But you can just, use this. That's more of an aesthetic thing. So we're going to set up our tether again. And depending on which way you want that floor to face, because that may mean something to you, for pattern, we're going to get our tether going. And you can set up a tether on a block as well, but the blocks tend to phase, depth phase a little bit funkier and a little more often than the floor panel does. So now we're going to grab a floor that we want, or a roof. And actually, that's why I did the bottom one too, isn't it? Hee hee hee. Floor, roof, depends on whether if you put it on the bottom or the top, right? If you take a floor panel and you put it on the ground, it's a floor. If you put it in the sky, it's a roof. But for specific roof types, like this one, for example, and for this, believe it or not, it is not the center. If you use the block, what you're going to do here, if I remember correctly, it's right here. I might be off. Welcome to a live tutorial. But I think that this actually goes to just about here. And if you look at our cursor, so we're at full scale at the moment. So if you look at our cursor, and I know we're at an off angle, so it's going to appear that it's higher. But I believe, if I remember correctly, that should about center us. And if we just kind of go inside here and we take a look, if we look at where the pencil point should be, and this is what I was talking about. See how the block, see how much deeper that phases into the block? We are actually a little bit lower. So let's not do that. I would switch this to another block then, and set that up as my tether. My apologies. So do it like this. My fault. Hey, let's go with a legacy piece no one's seen in a while. And this is why we do them live, in order to show you that yes, everyone's going to make a mistake at this and during it. It's not just like, oh yeah, bam, bam, bam. You got to keep all this stuff in mind. Now this one, the center is right about there. And if we take a look, that looks pretty centered to me. A little off to the left, but you know, the nice thing about having your tether point is you can snap to that pretty quickly. But we're at a good height. Center lines, yeah, it's a little off to the, so we need to bring that forward a little more. Okay. And then once you find your reference point, you know, and you get that reference that you need, it's just repetition at that point, right? So I think I need to come out a little bit further, right? Or is it in a little bit? Yeah, whatever. Or what we could do is we could switch this to a block, right? Reset our tether, etc., etc. Copy, book, and maybe it was, yeah, it was right here, I think. That's where it was, right at the edge of that. Let's see if I was right. Ooh, a little off. Now we're a little too far the other way. Or it could be a combination of, this is a legacy piece. And it's actually probably pretty damn good. If we take a look here, where our seam meets here, where our seam meets here, yeah, it's a legacy piece. It's going to be a little different, but all in all. But it gives you more control on what you are doing. It's not like a loose wire connector where you're hoping you're going to get centered and you have a, you know, it's not twisted. This is going to be a bit more practical, I believe. When I do play FPS and I have a game where there's sniper stuff, yes. But it's a lot more precise than taking your part, you know, placing it. I mean, again, you can do this. Do not get me wrong. You know, getting the same kind of reference here, we'll use the same reference point. But see, now I'm, not only am I going left and right, it's kind of scooting all over the place. Now, I also got to make sure that this is straight on. All right, now even though that's pretty darn good, you got to remember I do this a lot. So let's just extend that out and make sure that, and then we can see on the front side probably a little easier. But see how we got a nice seam right at the edge? Bing, bing, bing. Yes, this will fold over heavily on that side, but you know, that's why when I was doing, there's a few reference points. It depends on what you're trying to get. That's up to you. Reference is your choice. That's where you want the part to end up. But as we see here, we've got a nice, it's not twisted. Got a nice even gap from, well, see, actually, yeah, this is a little twisted. See how it gets tighter here? Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, see, even trying to do it manually precise, it's, yeah, we can see it really good there. And see, that's the manual way. Now, if we do the same thing, same part, and we do it this way, drag that down, get that nice and centered. See, you can actually move your camera down into place. You know that wire is already anchored in the back. So you're not moving a loose part, okay, like you would be doing manipulating the already full-scaled part if you had it in your hand, right? If you had that full-scale part, you got 360-degree rotation. Here, I'm just left and right. It's either going to be angled off to the left or angled off to the right. So as long as I keep a good center line, I know that I'm not going to be twisted along the way, where that should hug that same line all the way down. See that? Now we're not twisted. Boom, boom, boom. Well, I mean, I'm twisted, but that's a whole other stream episode. But notice how nice and, I want to say, parallel we are with the floor. It's not twisting off at a weird angle. My camera is, but we can see here just by gap. See how that's right on that seam the whole way down. Bump, bump, bump. So if we were to keep extending this, it would not veer off in an odd direction. So let's and notice that my wall is orange and white, and that's because I didn't change the color. Just something I wanted. And then just actually, and let me show you something here too. If you have legacy parts, I highly recommend using them for any setup that you're working with. But we are currently in the standard white-orange. I'm going to turn this gray and black. The reason being is, especially in the sun, I want to be able to see more reference on the floor panel. So I'm going to come down here. And now look at all the extra bits of reference we have, say, in here. If we were using in here, we have all these little dots and dashes, right? You could actually count those if you wanted to. I wouldn't, but if you want to, you could. You could get super precise. And actually, I've done it once or twice, but that was more for just me being me. Alright. So since I didn't initially do that, I need to keep the same reference that I've got for that one. So I'm going to change that color back so now I can actually see. This before we were going right to about here. Now, if I take a look, yeah, we're a little off, but not by much. And actually, that's just because I didn't bring it back far enough. So we should come back just a hair. And again, the nice thing about the tether is it's there. You're not, you're not having to do, you could get it as precise as you want. Alright, see? Come back a little bit more. I mean, again, it's really your choice. I think you get the idea. But it helps to keep that snapped, fluid, look. It's not twisted. This is just, it's a little too far forward. Okay, we could fix that. We just bring it back a little bit more. Welcome, everybody. Oh, geez. I didn't realize there were so many people here. So, again, this is a live tutorial, so you know how this works. It's 40 minutes long already. I just try to give you some examples, some other things that you might encounter. As I'm doing it, you see, like, okay, oh, yeah, that's right, all right. Even though this works, it's still manual manipulation. So, okay, let's see here. This one's... All right, it's a little far forward. All right, let's try it one more time, right? And this works with any scale you choose. Large scale for this is the best because the electrical connector just fits perfectly in certain areas. Just a reference in terms of, what I call the pencil point and the electrical nub. Did we come back to this one? Might have been all the way back, too. Or I keep ending up in the same exact spot because I'm just programmed to do so. Yeah, I keep doing it. I keep going in the same spot. Well, you get the idea, all right? And now we'll do the roof portion just because. And I should probably get out of the way of that. We'll pick a roof style to match this one instead. How about, oh, I like this one. That's a good one. All right, so where was our central for this part right here, right? This was our one roof. Yeah, see how much of a drastic, crazy... Like, I think part of it is because that never used to be like straight up white. You know what I mean? It was like always just kind of off-white. And now that we're seeing it as a white, it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Alright, so I need to bring that reference a little bit more towards me. Okay. Maybe it was it there? Might have been. Could have been there. No. Alright, this is too bright for that, though, unfortunately. Sha-da-dee, sha-da-bee, sha-da-bee, bam, bam. But this is what you get when you're manually manipulating. I'm hoping they'll figure out, or somebody will find the trick. Because I think there's a trick. I have an odd feeling there's a weird trick. Actually, yeah. So now, the pencil point isn't actually your central point. You think it is, but I don't believe it is. Oh, come on. Oh, yep. See, we've all been here. We know. We know exactly what it is I'm going through right now. The pain, the anguish of missing a glitch. have to go one more time. But see, you got your tether. Boom, boom. Hey, that wasn't where I need it. All right, let's bring it a little more. You know, Alan, was it here? Was that the center? Because like I said, it seems like it's center, but it's actually, it's not what you would think is center. Because the point in there, that I just use for reference. That's not, like, I don't use that as a central lining, right? Oh, it was here, that's right, yeah, it was, okay. It was right there, wasn't it? Hugging that bit right there, I think. Yep, there it was. See, now we know our reference, okay? So now I can hit that every single time. The electric nub was my... the electrical nub. Rev, ER was, and still is, but ER was like my early... Oh, like when I was... Okay. I know I've said this stuff before, but since we've got some... Since we've got some anniversary time going on right now. All right, yeah, there's our, okay, now I remember. See, I knew I was right in the rough area, and you just, that's a nice thing with this technique. Now I'm centered, I know where my reference is every time. If I'm a little off, I know I can just kind of, you know, detach, and get back in there, and we're good, you know. So now if I were to do the same thing, over here, we should have a decent lineup. I'm going to go up 3. Actually, let's get that 1, 2. But yeah, here I would like, when I first learned was, like, got into building, right? Which is when pretty much everyone started getting into building at the time. I was looking for tutorials and like, all right, building, all right. So I started, nobody was doing nothing. You couldn't find anything on building. Building had just kind of started, so of course there wasn't a whole lot. They were like, oh yeah, we never intended it, but here's some building. And so I Googled, building in No Man's Sky, building in NMS, how to build in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And nothing. And then, I don't know what I did, but one of ER and JC and ER Burroughs, JC Hysteria, and American Psycho had done a project together. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head, but ER would know what it is. Obviously. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, how the hell did they do that? I'm like, what? How did they get that part to be like and what? Huh? So I was like, how the hell did they do that? And then, fortunately for me, I was streaming at the time, because I'm like, I became single and I had nothing to do, and my buddy's like, hey, you love games, you always got stuff to talk about each game you play. You're bitching about this or that, which you wish they would do, or why did they add this or that? And, at the time he was watching me build, and he's like, and right now, what did you just say you're trying to do? I'm like, I want to see how, what the game will take. I got all these glass cuboid rooms, and so I decided to live stream. And this was, shortly after building was introduced. And then Mary Lizzie being my first subscriber, little retrospect, because we got the anniversary coming up. And she would hang out with me for hours on end, because, yeah, I did this even back then. I would stream for hours on end. And she's like, nah, just hang in there, hang in there. And then the next thing, Sword shows up. Oh, and speaking of Sword, tonight it's right around 7 o'clock. Sword's going to be coming to visit the city. Oh, I can't wait to hear his reaction. And then I think from Sword, I met Dark Lord Zelric, the master himself, the DLX, the Dark Lord Zelric. And he was watching me build one day, and he's like, "You're not a glitch build?" And I was like, "Glitch build? What is this you speak of? More tools?" "I do not." And then the rest is history. Dark Lord showed me the dark arts, and that was it. And this was where you used a pill light for everything, basically, and some adjacency stuff. But primarily, you you used a pill light to get everything around. And then, it started to kind of, then everything snowballed for me after that, man. I was done. Then I built the Junker and Flying Doghouse, and then somewhere along the lines I met, my inspirations, which were, JC Hysteria and E.R. Burroughs, American Psycho, and, it was, and it, just kept going. And then the game changed, and, build mechanics changed, and just it was when I had learned how to glitch build, they changed the mechanic on me. Damn it. And I threw on a pair of cranky pants quicker than you can say cranky pants. And I was upset, man. I was livid. And then, thankfully, ER was like, "Look, bro, calm your ass down. Learn it again." And we did. And now I just expect, whenever we're going to get an update or anything. And look how nice and lined that is. I mean, for manual manipulation, if you will, that ain't bad. All right? We're pretty centered. We're pretty lined up if we needed to. And some of this is, floor phasing. But for all intent and purpose, that's pretty darn good for hand placement, right? Nice and lined up. And yes, there is a little jank, but all in all, we're pretty darn good. And that jank, if you want to go and be obsessive compulsive like myself, you can go in and play with it for hours on end until you get it absolutely perfect, because you've got your tether point set up. You have your center line. All of that is already in place for you. Then it's just a question of, oh, my reference was a little too far forward on that one, or, oh, let me adjust it to match that, to match whatever your first one is, right? So I usually try to put my centerpiece in, and then, if I'm doing something like this, and then I'll match that center side to side. So my center's my center, and I'm matching everything left and right to that. Well, I hope that helped. That's how all of this was made. You just have to think about it a little bit differently when you start, doing a circle, or wanting to do something like this here, where I folded, two parts together in order to, get that armored shutter look, But if we look, it's all pretty lined up. Not too shabby. Is it perfect? No. Do I expect it to be? Not one bit. It's manual manipulation. Does it look good? Sure. Does it careen off into any crazy direction? No. Does it stay pretty lined up? Yeah. Is it good for what we're doing? Heck yeah. But this stuff here, like where this one is a little bit lower than the other one, that stuff I have no control over. That is floor phasing. And actually, before the poster shim technique to kind of help with that, I didn't even bother. All right. That, as they say, is that. Now, when it comes to full-scale circular stuff, same technique applies, but this is the setup you will need for them to go, I believe, end to end. Okay, yeah, right there and there with a little bit of fold over. You will need this setup for a circular. And again, you know, you can go out a little further and get something bigger, but for this, it's our center circle. It's, right, here's our center circle, where everything started. It's 1, 2, 3 out, right? So you need to get 3 out from your center. So when you start your center base, count out 3, then 3, you know, 3, and I would start with your cardinal directions, you know, your north, south, east, and west. Get those situated, then fill in your gap. Okay, so if we look at this from height. All right, so what I would do if I were setting this up to do a circular build with large scale windows, I would go north, east, south, and west, and then do, you know, northeast, southeast, etc., etc. Yeah. Mary is a sweetie. She is awesome. She would just hang out with me back then, just like, yep, I'm gonna hang out with you. And she hadn't started streaming yet either, and I was like, do it. I mean, I'm like, if I'm doing it, you should do it. You know, and she did, and it was awesome. And she's doing awesome. I love Mary. And then Sword came in, and oh, speaking of that, Sword, like I said a moment ago, Sword's streaming tonight at 7, and he's gonna tour the city, and I can't wait to see Sword's reaction. I know Sword's more of an explorer, you know, builder of farms, but he does appreciate, you know, the building community, and I think he's going to be blown away. And I want to get Zane in the city. I don't care if it's, I don't want to, you know, and I don't care if these are on stream. I just want, you know, some of the old school guys to be like, you know, to see how far this game has come, like what I'm able to do and what you're still able to see. And let's go to the city right now. I think we all got the tutorial portion of this, yeah? And I'll actually edit this one. I'll cut it off somewhere and then place it as change the title and everything. All right, let's head over to the city real quick because I wanted to show ER. I wanted to get ER's opinion on something if he's still here. I didn't get your opinion yesterday on it, or you may have given it and I missed it, but I want to get your opinion on these. And I destroyed one. I'm reworking it because I didn't like the way the posters came out. Oh, our new picture's there. Yeah, we can see the sign right here. Ah, yes, we got a new picture. It doesn't matter because anyone who goes and sees, well, if I'm there and they go in multiplayer, would they see everything? Probably. Like if a rando came in and was like, you know, wanting to see the bases that were there. As long as I'm there, right? I mean, I've had it now too where, like, for example, Gamma Wolf's been to the base a few times. He is my faithful testing companion for if ever I need somebody in there to, like, hey, I just built like 3 things. Can you see if you can see it? And so far, and we're actually super close to 9K in parts, by the way. We are currently at 8,818. We are like on the precipice of 9K in parts. Now, if I ever get 9K in subscribers, something in the universe went wrong. When you hear me talking about 9K, 10K, it means parts in this particular build. I am super stoked that I've gotten to 1000.08. Thank you all for that. Unbelievable. Really? I might even get to a 1.1. That would be pretty freaking amazing. All right. Oof, goodness gracious. Ow. Oh, later, DG. All right, so we are in the city. ER, I would like your opinion if you are still here. Oh, that's new. When did you show up? You've never showed up before. I don't like that. Now, it does happen. When I have visitors, oh, shoot. It always seems to bring back a part of the terrain that I was not expecting to come back. Sometimes it's large chunks, other times I did that move completely the wrong way. Moron. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. Of course. Of course. You know, there's a real easy solution to that. Yeah, so I'm going to try to keep this a little bit briefish. What are we at? An hour ago? Yeah, okay. And I'll cut this. I'll cut it where the tutorial part ends. And then, I'm going to try to do an actual edited, yeah, okay, so here I got these signs. I don't know if you're still here. But I started these new billboards. This one, and this one, unfortunately, I wrecked. I got to rebuild because I didn't like where the posters were, but it essentially looks like this with a poster in it. And then we take a poster. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Do that. Then we do this. Then we go to the other side. Yeah, see, I have a new technique I came up, so this isn't an issue anymore. But just to kind of show what I was talking about here. But I fixed that. It's a pain. It works, but it's a pain. What else? What else is new, right? But yeah, basically that. The downside is when you have this one built from this angle, unless you twist this in a little bit, you see this. And that's what I don't dig about this one. But I will reload in a second and I'll show you what I did to compensate for that, so that it makes it better. At least a little bit. All right. Miyogi, what's going on? Gimbal, Casey, before you go, how do you make a poster mirror? What do you mean a poster mirror? Like this? All right, hold on. We're going to reload. Welcome, Yogi, by the way. And welcome, everybody. And anyone I may have missed. What do you mean by a poster mirror? Like mirroring the poster, like one on the other? Yeah, it's just flipping it around on the other side. So what you do, and it really helps having this here. So in order to combat that poster coming through, what I did was, and this is a pain, okay? It does work, but it's a pain. We're going to go 1, 2. We're going to rotate that vertical. We're going to slide it over. Actually, we're going to try and get it right in the center. And we're going to hope, hope that this is flat. It looks flat. Okay, that's good. It doesn't look like it's angled off. I should have raised that up. I didn't. That's my own fault. I'm an idiot, and now we're going to pay for it. Okay, let's do that again. Of course, I got it perfect. Why would it stay? All right. So we're going to come down here again. I'm going to rotate that so it's level as you can get it. 1, 2. We're going to rotate that up so that it's flat, we hope. We'll keep it right in the middle. At least we're going to try. I'm looking at that short wall off in the front of me right there. That's what I'm using as my center, not the one closest to me. We're going to go roughly there. We're going to hope, oh, and I did it again because I'm an idiot. All right. Nope. 1, 2, rotate that up. Again, you want to try and get this as flat as possible. Now we'll scale that up, doesn't matter. Just want to get it scaled at least halfway. Now, hopefully that's flat. Yep, that looks flat. It's not, it looks maybe a little tilted forward, but okay, now what we'll do is we will copy our poster. Now we can work off of that poster. And instead of being, see, I could have made it a little bit higher as well, but oh well. Bring it right up. Now see how it's tilted in a little bit? We're going to go 1, flatten that out. Now if we look, I'm looking at the line on the bottom. Now I'm going to place that. Now what I'm going to do is I don't like that. So I'm going to redo this. This is actually the most important part right here. Once you get this, then you can just kind of leave that there. 1, 2, flatten it out. Bring it up. Probably want to go full scale with this if you can. Now I can, yeah, now I can manipulate a little bit better. There we go. Alright, that bottle right there is kind of a reference for me. I know that's roughly where the edge of that glass wall is going to be. So I'm right there, flattened out. Now I'm going to grab my glass. We're going to place it in. I'm going to make sure that it's in. Yep, that's in. Doesn't appear to be peeking out. Oh yeah, see, we got a little bit of an issue. See it right there, it is peeking out. That's why we got to constantly keep messing with these things, right? So now I'm going to down here. Looks like now hopefully, I mean, it's better to have the one I made over there because you can just hide the end. You can just flip it into, you know, flip it in the window is really the best way to do it. Yeah, see, this is a pain. Doing this one is kind of a pain. Honestly, if I were to do this, I would probably do it the cheaty way. And I just made this, so I don't know. I'm still figuring it out too, so your guess is as good as mine. Probably use that window there. Grab this. Do that. Spin it. But instead of getting it nice and flat, what I would probably do is just turn it in a little bit. Right? So that way, when I'm looking from this side, we don't catch as much of that edge. We see a little bit. See it right there? But, you know, when you're standing on it front side, it still looks good. Yeah, we can tell it's at an angle. We could probably even finagle a little bit more, but do we want to care? Yeah. Is it a question of does it look good? Yes. That is pretty much it. So again, I'll get this kind of where I want it. One. Spin it around. Get it, you know, get it what I think is flat. Then just give it a little tap towards that outer edge. And now when I get here, see it's a little out there. Nice thing is we can redo that. When I'm actually deleting here, you're going to see this is the side I was working on. I'm actually deleting the other poster. And honestly, preferably, this should probably just be one-sided. If I were to truly want to make this, it would be one-sided. So that we didn't have that issue. Yeah, see how we have that? That's what I don't dig on. So, again, preferably we would do this. Do I want to? No. Do I think it looks better with the thin ending? Yeah. Could we end it another way and hide that? Sure. Why not? Could we make a whole other design out of the whole thing? Of course we could. But that's, I mean, we're being creative here. This is not, there is no end all be all to this here, right? This is just, you know, that works to an extent. It's kind of neat. one of the things about this game, though, that I love. You build something like, all right, well, that's cool, but, but, there's something I'm not digging about it, All right, we'll mess with it a little bit. Right on, Miyogi. Oh, yeah, you can't mirror posters. You can only do decals. Thank you, Wild Bear. Yes, correct. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. At least I don't know. Beeble might. I don't know. I know you can do stickers. Stickers are easy. Well, they're not easy. There are little discrepancies with the sticker that you got to keep in mind. But I can show you the sticker. The stickers, we can get a sticker. Get a sticker going pretty quickly. I mean, not really, but you see where I'm going. Like, it's better to have the end, like this one in here, because it just looks like a cool lit, billboard. I got to reload because I like the lighting and I don't want to redo the light. Oh, that almost sucked. I'm like, I don't want to redo that lighting. I do when I build in normal, but it's easier to practice this. And this project it's a combination of large R&D, and it just turned into a project kind of inadvertently. It became a city. Excuse me. Oof. Oh, right on. I wish I could be there. Someday I'll have some money and I'll be able to get, off this continent for once, because I'd really like to get to hang out with all y'all and the Guilford meetup. All right. So, here's and we can do anything with this, really. I mean, it could turn into any kind of thing. It does not need to be anything particular. But to do a sticker, let's get out where we can see something. I love the security booth. It's probably one of my favorite little booths in here so far. And this guy, yeah, see, you knew, yeah, you hang your head in shame. You're always late to work. Every time. And we're close on the vending machine in here. I've got pretty much everything ready to go. I've got everything laid out. The only thing at this point is just kind of finishing up. I got to change the light. The light's too much. So we're going to fix that. And then we're almost done with this vending machine. So we're pretty close. Nice standalone. But we are there. We're getting real close. And that's actually nice. It's providing a little bit more light in here, which is good. Got a little more light. That helps. Yes, I wish this would stop blinking. Yeah, see, your brother up here comes in right away. Boom. Every time. Let's take a look for any terrain that may have returned that it wasn't supposed to. That's alright, that little bit's okay. I'm talking like, you know, big chunks. Big chunks. But so far, that's all good. What up, buddy? How you doing? And this guy's always at work. Doing alright. Okay. Yeah, everything so far. Take a look. Where's the other place where terrain tends to come in? Up here. Nope, that corner's clean. And hey, what do you know? That weird piece isn't there this time. Alright. Oh, we need an attendant for here. Alright, let's grab a geck. Now we already have a geck in here. Let's grab a Corvic. Will a Corvic fit in here? Now, see, look at this. You got two Vy'keen, two Gek, one Corvic. That's not fair. Ah, darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Yeah, you working there, all right. Keep you next to the grill area. Okay. So a Gek and a Corvic walk into a bar, and the Corvic says to the bartender, prepping. The construction area over here, so I've been putting parts I need over here. My little construction area is still under construction. I'm like, alright, I know I'm going to need that later. Grab that now. Dude, the medium extruded alloy wall is the legacy part? Alright, let me take a look, because I don't know what you're talking about. I thought you were talking of a different wall there, my friend. Let me, let me see what you're talking about here. Let's bring up our legacy bits. Look at that. Almost all of it all showing. I think actually all of it is all showing. Never mind. Alright, legacy parts. Sloping metal roof panel, metal door frame. No, extruded's all the alloy. Yeah, see, extruded alloy. This is all the new stuff. Yeah, this one. That is not legacy. You have to, bud. Or you're not in the right update. Alright, so then you might need to update your game. You might not be in the right update. Although you visited the other day, didn't you? No, you haven't yet. Okay, so if you look here, do you have these dashes? These two dashes by your thin alloy wall, your horizontal, any of these parts. See these two double dashes in the top left corner? Yukon, what's going on? Because if you don't, then yeah, you're not updated properly. And you need to... or you're missing this one wall, and you just got to go up to the... well, in creative, you don't got to do anything. If you're in creative, it should just be there. If you're in normal, then yeah, you may have missed getting that part. And I would go back to the Nexus and open that part. 07 Skang Biscuit showing up with that 2-pound super chat. You have no double dots on the top line. Okay, you need to update. You are in the wrong... You should be at 3.99.1. Pardon me. So if you don't have those double dashes, you're missing out. There are some parts you don't have. There's parts you have, but they aren't doing what they should be doing. Damn it. All right. Let's try and get that other sign to work. I like it. I just can't seem to get it to work. It's either going to be single-sided or we're going to have to figure out an end cap for it, which... Which what? I don't know. How do we do that? Can we figure out an end cap for it? Because the best way... Yeah, see, now I'm looking at that like, all right, maybe I need to put both posters in. I need some noodles. What up, bud? I want these working. Damn it. This is weird. This has always weirded me out a little bit, how that is just kind of floating there as a shadow. There's nothing else on it. Like this whole section doesn't get picked up. See, and look, we're not flashing away. We're not strobing now. And every once in a while we do, but... Oh. Yeah. It's that transition from dark to light, I think. Alright, let's do a little noodling on this. I don't know why I'm streaming right now. I'm going to be back again at like 7. Or I might not. Actually, I might not. I'll be there. You know, I mean, I have to be, but I'll be, you know, Sword streaming. I'm not going to stream at the same time as Sword is. That would be pointless. So I guess I'll stream now. All right. All right, normal mode, yeah. But even so, you should still have that. Beer, please, and sits on a stool. The Viking says, I'll have a beer too. And he sits on the Geck, and the Geck says, hey, that's on me. Take it easy, Skang. Thanks for stopping in and dropping that. 07 Skang, by the way, if you all didn't do that for me. I appreciate that. Super Chat! Yeah! I got Super Chat. How do you like me now? Alright, so we know that's good. Unfortunately, we gotta get rid of you. We gotta get rid of you. Then, we gotta come in here. I'm gonna grab you. Come back out. Oh! I'm gonna put you down here for right now. I'm gonna free place you. I'm gonna turn on some lights so I can see what the heck it is I'm doing. And we're gonna drop you down. Right about there. And we're gonna copy you. We're gonna put you in free placement. We're gonna hope we're gonna get you flat. And hanging out with Sword tonight's just also an excuse to hang out with Sword because I haven't seen him and hung out with him in forever. So tonight, 7 o'clock, we get to watch Sword go, what the hell were you thinking? I'm looking forward to it, to be honest with you. It should be a good time. Alright, now we know we gotta be kind of like in this area, right? And enough room to get underneath. Not too much where it's poking out the top. And we're going side to side. And we got a nice kind of border here for all that. Alright, we'll get rid of that upper poster. Bunk. We'll get you. We'll dive underneath here, hopefully. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll straighten you out, back you out, like so. Ba-bang! And now, take a look at that. Not forward a tad. Don't want to go too far forward. Not too far back either. Right about there. Maybe a little further. Just a touch. Alright, now what we need to do is we need to set up some reference. Bang. Alright, that should be good. We're going to put all our other stuff in before we put this in, right? So, let's get rid of you and you for now. Let's grab... Oh, these have been actually kind of neat for that. And that way what I can do is I can go, alright, this is where that post is. And this is where that post is. And then, hopefully, and then that's about the same width, which is good too. And then height-wise on this, we're kind of right in the middle of that right there, sort of, kind of, maybe. So we're going to go bang, we're going to copy that, we're going to, alright, that's on either side. This would be here, 1, 2, we'll go 3. And then this one should be roughly here, right? 1 and 2. 3, and roughly here. And bang. And then we should be able to copy that. That should go back in here, hopefully. There we go, 1, 2, 3. Rotate that back around, and what am I getting hit on? Bottle, right? Bottle's getting in my way. Yeah, it's sort of. We want to make sure that there's enough room so that those bottles don't peek out of the glass, right? That's kind of what I'm working on here. Now I can't tell. Oh yeah, I can. See how it's shiny? Right on the top edge of that? Now if I bring this out, oh maybe not. It could be full of crap. Maybe I'm full of crap there. Well, I guess we're we're going to have to place it and try, and then we'll kind of gauge it from there. How about that? I think that's kind of our best option. Bank. So we'll walk up to it, we'll look in. Oh yeah, no, those are in there. They're not peeking out. Flipping yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now we cry a little bit when we delete that. No, we don't. Awesome. All right. So now what we can do is we know that we need to place something in here manually, right? Because that, unfortunately, still has a little bit of a gap in it, right? I'm just going to kind of drop that there. We're going to see what this looks like in that. Oh, shit. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Come on. One, two, three, turn. There we go. Yep, we got a good height on that. That looks good. And again, you know, we're dealing with a lot of freaking manual placement here, right? So we're gonna have some like little bits and pieces here that just aren't gonna kind of do what we want. It's just the way it works. And just for now, we'll crack that in there. Take our light. Yeah, buddy. That looks pretty good to me. JC Vasquez, JL Green. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for dropping in today. Alright, but now we're going to have to do a whole other thing, right? What is that? Well, we got to figure out where this is going to sit. We got to cap that. So So we know now we're going to have like a ginormous collision bubble, right? Ooh, but that's not bad. Let's take that. I'm alright with that. How about you guys? That looks good to me. Oh, hey, a little too much that way. Mm-hmm. Bingo, bango, bongo. Okay, now we're covered our bits there. We're good. It's not lined up, but do I care? Nah. It doesn't really matter at this point, you know. It's, does it look blue? Does it look the part? Now we'll fill in some gaps, right? We know we can go back with that. We're going to get rid of that. I'm going to try to throw some stickers on here, but I have a feeling they're going to warp over, and I'm not going to be digging on it. But we're going to give it a shot anyway. But my fear is that we are going to experience some sticker folding over onto stuff we don't want it to be on. All right, let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3. And you are now outside. Yep, okay. That's what I was afraid of. I had a feeling that was going to happen. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see how it's getting on that? Now we got a little bit too much of that plant coming through, unfortunately. And then I do that. We're okay there. Bang. You know what? Fork it. That looks pretty freaking good. Yeah, everything's in case. We got a little bit of the green in there, but BFD, not really that much of an issue. I would almost call that freaking alright. Especially when we put the sign there. Yeah, let's call that good. Alright, let's just see what we're going to get for layover on other areas. So, like, if we wanted to, say, dress this up a little bit, you know, what are we going to, where do we get any phasing? We do. Oh, really? But then you, okay. Now you're more on the outside of it, which is still kind of cool, actually. I like that. We're going to put you in afterwards, though, but we're going to keep that. I like that. Alright, let's get rid of you. Let's add another one of you somewhere, because I kind of dig what you're doing. What's going on with this? Anything? This may create an issue. Oh, but that could be kind of cool, huh? Maybe not? Is that going to pop through? Ooh, maybe. Where would you end up? Yeah, that needs to come out a little bit further. Okay. So you... right there-ish. Can't see a damn thing though. Is that pushing it? Might be pushing it, huh? What do you think? I think it might be pushing it a little bit. A lot of orange, a lot of white. Like we don't have, you know what I mean? Yeah, black and orange seems to do the best on that. I don't know. Ooh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Sleeper? Who's Sleeper? Sleeper Honda, what's going on? How you doing? Didn't see you sneak in there, bud. Alright, let's throw still need to do something here. Still gotta do something there. Gotta throw our sign in. Gotta put our controlled stuff in. This, I'm stoked that this totally worked. Alright, and unfortunately, like, yeah, we got the leaves. I could hide them. Just means I'd have to take the stickers off. That's the downside, okay? As much as I would prefer to not have to have the leaves popping out. Oh, I left it in here. Good. Yeah, and that lights it. Perfect. Right on, right on, right on. Alright, you... Actually, I'm going to keep you guys here for now until I absolutely... Ooh, wait a minute. That's an issue. Oh, no, okay. I can get out of you. So, now we got to make our bracketry. Alright, what do you guys like better? The one on the right or the one on the left? The little one or the one on the right? The big one. Oh, right on, Sleeper. You like the one on the left, the little one? All right, we got one for the left, two for the left, the little one on the left. We got two for the left. We got a tiebreaker. Yeah. All right. I see. I like when I get validation of what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's good. I agree. This needs to be adjusted a little bit. That needs to be adjusted a tad. And curiosity is about to kill the cat, but we should probably save, huh? It's not quite enough light, but we'll fix that with another sign. We'll throw another sign up in here. That should help. Or I'll chuck in another light source somehow. Maybe we can even do this on the bottom. That's actually not too bad either. Do that. That helps to light it a little bit. Well, we're also crooked here. I can see it now. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Got a few issues here. I have to address. Alright, I gotta put a couple things in over here while we can. We want to change up some of this. It doesn't look too repetitive. What are you gonna do? Let's see if we rotate you around. Drop you down in size. Yeah, you're twisted. We might need to fix you a little bit. What about you here? Nah. Alright, you may need to get fixed, but I'm not going to mess with you for right now. Because you are doing the job. Even if you are a little twisted. You are very twisted, aren't you? Alright, I'm going to save for just a second. So we have at least what we want. Then we'll try and fix that little problem. Lighting on this is good. We didn't mess with you at all? No, okay. We're going to fix that, but that's later. Little lanterns on it? Yeah, possibly. That's not a bad idea. Alright, you are always late to work. Where are you? Your buddy's here. I can see him in his booth. Look at him. Where are you? Huh? Never on work on time, always late. I'm gonna have to fire this cat. I don't know why it's just this one. Every other one pops in, no problem. This cat here. Hey, there you go. Oh, hey, sorry, man, I was out back. A little nip break. I think that's what this guy's problem is. Yep, look at him. Oh, sorry, dude. I was out back. Nip break. Yeah. Yeah, I dig the security booth. This guy, like, hey, what's going on, bud? You better be here when I get back. Listen here. I see you. Better be there. Alright, let's try and fix this. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but we're going to try. Yeah, it's not that much. It's not too bad. biggest problem, unfortunately, is... actually, it's not too bad. We can probably get in there. Oh, I just put the rooftop on. Damn it. So we have an extra part in there. Is it that much of a big deal? Kind of. But if we can straighten this out and at the same time kind of flush this up a little bit better. Oops. Alright, now we try this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's better. Okay, sure. Why not? We'll take that. Slide you over just a hair, bring you out so that you're not on the can. Oh, we can't do that. Alright, hold on. Oh, yep, we're good. Right there, right there, right there. Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth testing on this. Alright, that actually looks better. I don't mind that little bit of light gap up there. This is not bright enough. That needs to go twisted a little bit more. We need another light in there. Okay. That's going to create a problem. How am I going to do that? Ah, I know how. We hide it. Oh, is that going to work? Put that there. In conjunction with... Guesstimate. Alright. Can I take you out of there now? Probably. 1, 2, 3. Might give me a few more options. I don't think that's really helping though, is it? I don't think so either. I think we need to get light in here another way. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think. That should look good. Doesn't really provide much more light though, does it? No, we need we need more backlight. I don't want to redo these frickin' bottles. Oh, somehow Caleb made it back in. Give me a second here, folks. I thought I removed this person. Pardon me for a moment. I must make a executive decision. Gotta deal with the bots, man. Friggin' bots. What's up with you bots? You got nothing better to do with your time? Mess with nice people, trying to have a good time? I see how it is. I got you. Sign in. Next. Confirm. Yes, it's me. And we do what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How do hidden users end up? That's what I want to know. How do you end up being a hidden user? You are somehow infested in my freaking YouTube. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's a green, that's part of what makes it, unfortunately, again, if I wanted to get rid of that, I would have to, you know, we're dealing with a part that's not supposed to be what it is, you know what I'm saying? So, there are a few things that we will have to kind of contend with, and one of them is that. Alright. And just because I'm crazy. Nothing. Alright, what if we... Alright, we can peel away a layer here. Looks like I might be able to do something like this. That might help. But not really. Yep, not quite doing what I wanted to do. And I don't want to redo that light panel. I could maybe make another one. Okay. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll try it. It looks a little better. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Why are you doing this now? What is your problem? What changed? I see. You're tilted up there too, aren't you? Damn it. Ah. Okay. Fight, fight, fight. Whew. That should work. Perfect. Excellent. We got a little bit more light in there. It's not enough. It didn't really make that much of a difference. What is your major malfunction? Private pile. Yeah, I think we're going to need some exterior lighting to help with this all around. I mean, you get the idea. You walk up to it, you can see it, but I definitely think we need some exterior lighting. That is for certain. And we got to put that in ahead of time. Alright, so. But I think the overall aesthetic, let me actually see if I can't clean this up a little bit too. You were actually a little easier on the eye, weren't you here? Oh, you're still showing through though, aren't you? No, you're not. Need that one. Okay. But that slims the case down a little bit. But maybe not. Hold on. That may not be exactly what we're looking for. Oh, no, it won't, because I gotta bring that over. No. Nope, 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 nope. Let's just leave it the way we had it. Okay, now let's do a save. And you managed to find yourself in here again. How did you manage to do that? You need to be figured out so I can get rid of you altogether. Alright, so let's copy this again so we have a spare. Do that. Alright, we need that. It's going to show up. Really? And you're going to be where? You're going to be floaty? You're already floaty. Yeah, we got... there we go. Okay. Bang, bang, bang. Bang. Then should we do that? Does it work? No. Do I want that there? I don't know yet. You're hovering. Alright, no. I may need to remove some stickers, unfortunately. I'm just worried it's going to take those cans with it. That's why I still haven't deleted the ones on the bottom. Just in case. You always want to give... How the hell is this cat fucking finding his way in here? Pardon my language. I've removed him twice. Now I'm going to report him. He didn't show up on the hidden users part this time, which is weird. Well, I got another way to do it. Give me 1 second, folks. I apologize. Alrighty. Sorry about that, folks. Make sure that. There we go. Alright. That should help for about 2 minutes. Yeah, you know, people who have nothing better to do with their lives. It's sad, but you know, I guess it does exist. Alright, what was I doing now before I was so... Yeah, roofing, no thanks. That's a job that I have a bunch of respect for the people who do it, because that ain't something I would do. No, thank you. Make your selection. Do 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 do. What are you gonna do? You are okay. Come on. Come on. Flatten out. Flatten out. There you go. Thank you. Oops. A little to the left, a little to the right. Do 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 doodly 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 doo. Boop. All right. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do another style lighting because I think the control panel needs to go there. And well, we need some other part here. Where are you? You're around here somewhere, right about there. Thank you much. And you get shrunk down to about there. 2. Give you a little tilt. Oh, hey, hey, hey. And that should work right about there. Boop, boop, boop. Get our part. A little crooked, but I'll deal with that. We're supposed to get like crazy storms tonight too. Alright, now we're gonna grab you. Where are you? You are here somewhere. Where are you? Aha, there you are. I'm gonna try to make this all like, oh, wait a minute. Duh, idiot. Now we can do what I want to do. 1. I can't see a damn thing. Alright, so hopefully, alright, we'll make you a little smaller. We'll get you right in there. Oh, no, we gotta bring you up. How are we gonna do that? I didn't plan on that. Yeah, we'll leave you like that. Why not? Oh yeah, it just started raining out. Pouring. There we go. Do something like that. And let's throw in, oh, where are you? Here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to steal you from somewhere else so I don't got to rotate you around in a million different directions. And figure out what rotation I need from you when I could just simply take that. And I will put you shrink it down a bit. 1, 2, 3. No. Oh, one more, right? No. Yeah, looks like I got to do all that anyway. There you are. Alright, this is going to turn into a bunch of craziness, but we'll deal with that later. You're on there for now, and you're crooked as hell. It's not at all what we need. And that looks a little better. We'll deal with it when we need to deal with it. But for now, so I can kind of gauge what I need. So you, oh, yeah. Alright, so you're a lot smaller than I thought. And right about there should be good. And now we will take you, shrink you down. And and what? All right. What do you got now? Get rid of you for now. See what you look like, and that's not bad. And we'll take you. Scoot you. And let's figure out the rest. Oh yeah, I just gotta do this. A little too far back, but that should be good. So that way when we actually put that back in where it's supposed to be, we should have a good height, and we can finagle now. We'll finagle the bracketry with that. Alright, so I'm trying, and you know, manual placement. Having fun with manual placement. Yeah, we're gonna have to putz around a little bit, but we'll get there. Not worried about it. I could even probably choose a different style if I wanted. Different bracket, you know, altogether. But I'm just trying to repeat what I had out in the city itself. At least to an extent. There we go. That's pretty decent. It could go up a little bit. Or that could go down, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's a bazillion different ways just to kind of finagle some of this, right? So, hypothetically, I'm just trying to get something in position. This is what hand placement is all about. Just trying to figure out ways to get what you need. Now, I'm not trying to be perfect with this, right? And that's probably going to delete on me now. I can feel it. Oh, we got lucky. Oh, but look what it did take. Yeah, see, we didn't get lucky. I'll deal with that afterwards. I want to get this done first. Alright, we got that, we got that. Kind of want the sign on there as well, but I don't think I'll be able to get that. What about you? If I put you... say... Oh, we could do something like that. I haven't done that yet. That's kind of neat. I thought about doing this, but then it just being too, well, maybe let's, alright, you know what, the only downside is by the time we get out to it, you know what I mean, it's not quite like, this doesn't get flat enough. We're phasing through too much. That's why I was thinking on this side we would have this, maybe. Alright. Although I like that too, that's not bad here. Then we could do... I suppose I could go look at my other one and see what I did there, but it's it doesn't really matter. It's, you know, different. I was thinking maybe if we did... You know, put the screen on this side. It gives us the light we're looking for too. No, not really, does it? No, not really. I'm thinking, what do you... Now it's just a question of aesthetics. And you know, you can't, this is built differently. You know, it's similar, 1, 2, 3, but it is not the same setup. It's not the same distances. You know, there's a little bit of hand noodling with this because of, hiding that, you know, that bit of light bar that gets in the way all the time. I don't know. Yeah, I think I like it on the right better. I think you guys are right on that. Although, yeah, now again, it's just aesthetics. You know, like what's the best, you know, aesthetic for this. Oh, whoa. Showing the truth, some of the crashing, and I know that the truth went in. What is that? What are you doing here, Devante? Oh, right on. Yeah, try not to, I don't know what you're writing for a book here, but I can't keep up with all of that. You know what I mean? But, okay, look up Vast Band. It's only one person. Alright, yeah, I'll dig it. I like when their bands are multiple, you know, it sounds like multiple people, but it's just like one cat doing a bunch of work. I could bring this down too. We need to look into that scenario of dropping this down. It's a little high. I think we got a little bit too much stuff going on up top here. Yeah, this doesn't need to be here. This needs to go back over here. I just wanted to see the differences. Alright, so we're going to copy you again because we need you. Now we're going to get rid of you. We're going to move you back over to here. But we're going to do it the way we did last time. We're going to remove that. I'm going to take you. Heck, we could keep it simple. No, we can't. I was going to say I could put that floor back in, but I'm not. Yeah, that gets too small. About there. I don't know how much, forget how much was showing there for coverage, so. Bang. You back in somehow. Thank you. Perfect. Although I could put some stuff behind that. And we don't actually have to keep this as black. We could change this to... Oh, we gotta be careful because I think if I do change it, it's all wacky. Alright, never mind. Alright, let's put the other thing back in its place. Later, Wild Bear. Oh, that's not good, Rev. Is it drifting? You got a drift going on? Ooh, thunder. Okay, yeah, we're probably gonna lose power. Yeah, I love when that happens. No, I do not. Alright, let's get rid of you. Let's grab you again. Sorry, quiet, I know. Ooh, thunder boomers. Love thunder boomers. Alright, what's going on? Let's see. Alright, what's at an angle? Somebody, or is it just look at it? Yeah, let's look that way, because we flattened that out. I know we were good there for a minute. So, alright, good enough. It's going to show as a 1, isn't it? Yes, it is. Well, it might just add to the funness here. Woo! Booming outside. Do it like that. Got a little white bit there, but might be able to fix that. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of overhang, that's alright. Oh, hold on. Maybe I can deal with that. And get all of it? No. Alright. Yeah, whatever. I'm alright with it. Can't really see it too well in the dark, so. Yeah, it just looks like part of the casing. Why not? It's not great, but I am alright with it. As soon as we take our flashlight off, yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. It's going to be nice if I could use that long. Maybe I'll find one of those and that I'm not really using, you know. There we go. Perfect. All right. The more you know. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, we might have an issue here. Let's take a look at that. I think I'm 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm on the PlayStation 5, so I don't know. I don't really have controller sensitivity settings, do I? Or are you talking my, like my camera settings? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah. Ah. Right, and there's a part where we get like sticker and it's... Oh, shit! Ah! I hate when I hit the circle button. And that's why you always have an extra one kicking around. Oh, for my camera, gotcha. And I should probably, at this point, because that's really all that matters, I should be looking at this. We know that's going to look the way it's going to look after. Alright, settings. General. That's not what you're looking for. Control. There you go. 25. And actually, this is kind of new. Controller sensitivity, cursor sensitive. I do not remember this. Camera height, eye level, flight control, yeah. Ooh, I should look at that too. When's the last time I looked in this settings? Oh, it was like a cloudburst. Crazy. Oh, did you guys hear that? Standing by the window just because it looks really cool outside. Real quick. Take a look at my sensitivity settings. This is how sensitive I am. I may turn that cursor one down. But does that affect the slide? Like the slide I was just doing? That's what I'm wondering. Let's try going down a couple of notches and see if that... We'll notice when we're trying to... tweaking time. Joe, what's going on? What time is it? It's 1 o'clock, alright. Camera strength, trigger, effect strength. Oh yeah, because I got the PS5 now. That's why. I bet. And sure, why not? View controls. Nah, I don't need view controls. I know what my controls are. Ooh, that feels a little better, actually. Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks for that. Thanks for making me go back into my settings for a minute. I'm going to have to go and readjust again, but come on. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it does. It's a little less. Yeah, buddy. Right on. Right on, right on. Ooh. But yeah, no, it's way less notchy. Yeah. Woohoo. Liking that. Shazam. Victory. Oh. Oh, okay, Paul. Hey, what's up, Paul? How you doing? Did I say hi to you earlier? I'm sorry. Whoever I didn't say hi to, I apologize. And wholeheartedly, I apologize. And I can't believe we made it to 1.08. That means I have 80 extra subscribers, right? Yeah, 80. Over 1,000. That's awesome. Let's see if we can get to that 1.1. That would be cool. Alright, booger. I want to bring this down, which means we gotta move this. That's fine. I should probably do a save. Yeah, I want to carry this down so the wires are lower. So we're gonna have to move this out. We have an extra. We're gonna save. Are you at work? Alright. Still at work. You better be, mister. Hey, why aren't you keeping out? You gotta let me know when this guy is crapping out, huh? You're here on time. You know your job. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Yeah, most people I know on PC use a controller. They say it's just much easier to glitch with because if you glitch build, you know, instead of setting up macros and all that other stuff, which I don't know anything about, I just hear the complaints and then pass them along to you to hopefully help you out. But most glitch builders on PC use a controller, PlayStation controller or Xbox. I like the PS5 controller. I think it's a nice cross between the two, actually. Not as chunky as the Xbox One. The Xbox One always seemed a little too much for my... And I got decent-sized hands, but I just didn't like the ergonomics of the Xbox. The PS5 one is even better than the PS4. So, alright, let's... did we save? We just saved, right? Yeah, we did. Yes, okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try and fix that other little bit. We're going to... Well, actually, first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to get everybody popped in on the outside for a second. And in about 6 hours, Sword's going to be on, and I'm going to get Sword in the city. And he'll be on YouTube, so check him out on YouTube. I'm not going to be streaming at the same time. That would be pointless. Since I've already been streaming, and I'm not going to stream that much longer. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. You know, Sword in the City tonight. You got it. So I can't wait to see Sword's reaction. I love Sword, man. He's such an awesome dude. Like he helped me out so much on my first channel, and then you know I had a panic moment in life. I was having a bad life, and I just was like, you know what? I need a fresh start, and I just deleted. And I'm like, forget all of this. You know, Nobody seems to blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go back and I'm not going to hash it, but Sword is an awesome person and has been there for me a ton. He is an amazing, amazing person. Alright, let's get back onto this. And I am very, very happy and proud to have known him. Or to know him. He's still around. Alright, so we're going to make a mess in here for a little bit. Now what I need to do is I want to lower where this is. It's a little too high. I want to kind of bring it down, right? Kind of mix it in with everything here. That way we can kind of consolidate the case a little bit, kind of bring in some of the other detail. Like right now my eye is just seeing this just case, a lot of the case, you know, so I'm trying to kind of make it a little more subdued. Yeah, Dave, I know nothing about PC. I mean, I am really in desperate need of one in order to make my streams better. But I am a complete and utter moron when it comes to anything dealing with that sort of thing. I got friends who are, you know, in the industry, if you will, and you know, they're very, very, very proficient at that sort of thing. And I've been waiting to talk to one of them, but since I've been out of work for as long as I have been, I don't need this to be straight. We just need it to be something to jump off of. Hopefully. We'll see what happens here. I don't know where I'm going to be starting my glitch from on this, so. And hopefully we don't tear anything out in the process. That's always a possibility. And sometimes you just need to do that. And we'll start with that. Okay. Just now, getting that out of there might become sort of problematic. Alright, so we are a little lower. I do want to be more where I was, but that's not bad. Alright, so what I'm looking for right now is the side to side, because there's no real center here anymore. Well, there is, but I don't know where the hell it is anymore. So I'm just trying to like create, you know, something that looks like it's supposed to be. I'm just looking at the phasing. I'm like, alright, you know, am I phasing through about the same amount? Seems it. I want a little bit of hangover. I want that wire. That's the whole point, is this wire. We want a little hang. I'm looking over to the left and right. Looks like we gotta come this way a tad. That looks better. And we're going to drop that in. Still, I think we need to go a little bit lower. So, we got one here, we do. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to remove that. We're going to copy that. And we're going to go like that. Copy that. And we'll fuss with it for the next 20, 30 minutes. Because, again, I don't have any real reference here. You know, I kind of have a center, I kind of don't. I'm just kind of making sure that where the wires are on the sides seem to be coming out of the same area. And we just kind of breach that out a little bit. We want a little overhang. That looks decent. We could probably go a little bit lower. I kind of want to meet here. I think that is where we need to be. So what I'll do now is I'll drop that down again. Now, I'm sure there's probably a way I could wait a minute. You need to be out of there now. Right? Yeah. No wonder I wasn't going any lower. I forgot what I was saying. I apologize. I'm an idiot. There we go. That's more where I was looking for. Yeah, manual placement. My fault. I apologize. It's a lot of this. A lot of just kind of, you know, when you're building a model, basically is what we're doing here. And I'm building a model of a vending machine of sorts, right? Alright, so I can see. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, wait a minute. I'm an idiot. Oh, I need that there, though, don't I? Yeah, kind of. What are you doing? Are you... Oh, no, I had to move you forward? Can I use you? Or are you a little bit more forward than the other one? You're a little more forward, maybe? Alright, well, hold on. Now, if I could get that to snap on there, you know, we'd be in a lot better shape, and unfortunately, I haven't been able to. It just keeps freaking out on me. Can lead us into another sign. Wait a minute. What if I do this? This could be new and different. Oh, it doesn't get any larger than this. Shoot. I was thinking I could, you know what I mean? Could have one out here. And then have... Well, why can't I? What can I do here? Exactly. Well, again, that's why I stream how I streamed. You know what I mean? I do this. Let's just look at what this would look like in there, so I can determine whether or not I want to keep that. So you see this. You know, you're seeing me go through like, all right, well, crap. If I have an idea and I want to build, like, say, a car or a spaceship or a robot or a whatever it is that you're trying to do, right? 2, 3. you're going to go through a process of like this. And how do I put this without sounding like a complete moron, which I already am? And like you said, kind of, it's like watching the sausage be made, you know, in a way. I guess that's a good analogy. All right, so if that's there and I don't have, you know what, that works. Not really. We need that blendy bit in there, don't we? No, but that's okay right there. Whew, we're good. We're done. The hard part's over. All right, we could save here, and now it's just adding in the detail bit of the can right there. Yeah, and sometimes the sausage does become a patty in a burger, but it works. Oh, wait a minute. Something's wrong. What do I do? Yeah, I got to push back a little bit. See? One, two, three. It wasn't back enough. Or something changed. There it is. It's like super, super like, boop, right there. That's where it needs to be. Any other place and it won't work. You know, I've got too much showing of something, you know. All right. If I come forward a little bit more. Now see, there we go. That right there. Look in the corner. We're a little, nope, that should work. All right. Looks like the cans are in because we can see a little bit of the green. We're far enough back where it's not poking through, but just that little bit by the screen, which we want. I think we are okay to do that. Those are in the case. It's lit. We can add more signage and other stuff, and there's going to be other light in here, which will then, you know, we'll have other ambient light around, which will help to light that. But yeah, I like the height now. We're not as ridiculously like just all casing. See how now we brought that just by bringing that rooftop down a little bit. You know, it changed. Now we're I hope that doesn't rip shit out. Because I want to try rounding this out with the stone. Let's see what happens. But see, like it's not, like before the case was all the way up here. Now your eye it's more focused centrally. You know, we're not. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, that's the one thing I do worry about. People can't sit. But see how what I mean by now we have a, you know, things, it looks more like a case now. And actually I'm thinking if I swap the left wall, but that's going to be weird. Like this right here needs to be different, and I don't know how. But if I do the same thing on this side, one, I think I'm going to lose stuff, at least the light. Unless I keep the bottom one and the top one, change the middle 3. Or change that to... Alright, do we save? We should probably save, huh? Alright, let's do that saving thing. Alright, let's get rid of you. We can get rid of you. We're going to keep you even though we don't need to. We're going to get rid of you. Right now. And then we'll add a row of seats in here. We'll put something on this wall. We can get rid of these now, but I kind of want to leave them as a, as a temporary, just in case I got to move this shit around if I get another idea. Yeah, Game and Old Dude, I've been doing that for, the past few streams for quite some time. Like, for example, the other day I didn't like the overall coloration of the light, though, unfortunately. And we're going to save this right now. But, that's how I've been doing all these stickers and signs and billboards and whatnot. You want to change the light color on something, that's a good way to do it. Oh, the sticker came off when I was doing something. Let's put that back on there, shall we? Speaking of coloring lights. Yeah, when I was building one of those shacks, I'm willing to bet. What are you doing? You're right there. All right. You went to there, didn't you? Well, you know what? Doesn't matter. That's fine. Doesn't have to be the same damn thing. So I think I did something. I think every one of these. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. All right. They're all a little bit different. That's right. Nothing's ever the same. Good enough. All right. Yeah, you can. So, this is an old trick. All right. I'm gonna show you right now. It's like an adjacency color trick, and actually there was a thing that happened recently. I was like, oh, you don't even need to do that anymore. So you can use decals, you can use anything, anything that you can change a color on to your desired color. So say, all right. Say I want this wall. Alright. These are the color choices. The color palette I have for this is white and orange, gray and red. These limited choices, right? And what if I want this to be black? Okay, there's no black here. So thankfully, with some of the legacy pieces that most people will have, like a sticker is a good one, or this, which you can change. Okay, one of these chairs. So anything like that, or what I use most of the time is a pipe. Alright, this is something that everyone will have. So say I want this wall to be black. Alright, I change first my pipe to the color I want. Alright, now I get my wall and I do a universal adjacency. So I'm going to put this into the cache, square and triangle. I'm going to copy this pipe, then I'm going to reverse wire glitch, or I'm going to reverse wire glitch, there we go. And now I have a black wall. So you can do that with a sticker as well. So and now with the, and in the same thing with the, like, you know, Game and Old Dude was saying about Beeble's tutorial, stand on the bar instead of behind it? Oh, okay. I'll get into that. I'll show you in just a second on that one. So say I grab my sticker now, right? And I turn this black, place it. Now sometimes, I don't know if this is still doing it, but it might be. Yeah. So, and now all these pieces consecutively now should be black. Okay? But now, see, if I choose a color palette on it, I'm back to these here. Alright, now, when I pick another piece in here, it's going to be that color. But now if I copy this piece, it's black. And now, if I go into here, oh, sorry, my fault. Now, if I were to do adjacency with that to my next part, now that should be, no, okay. Oh, I didn't adjacency, that's why. There we go. Alright, now we're black. Now I should be able to pick another one. No! You're not doing that. Okay. Interesting. Did that before. But you could take your next part here, copy that, do that. Now you're black. Now you should be back in the menu of black again. No, you're not. Interesting. Coloration's always been a little off, but there you go. So you know, same with the sticker. You know, you take your sticker, turn it black, black. And I think it used to be when you replaced it, it replaced with the color, but it doesn't seem to be doing that anymore. You also have to have it's not giving me the option to switch on that either. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's try something here. Huh. It's not letting me choose. It's not letting me swap apart. Interesting. Hold on. Let me reload. Actually, let me just try doing it again. Yeah, it's not letting me choose. Huh. Thought I could, where's my swap part? I chose the base wall. Yeah, now it's giving me swap part. Huh. Oh, I'm an idiot. My fault. There we go. No. Yeah, see? Swap part. No swap part. Why? Why? Is it because I colored it and it got weird? Swap part? Mm-hmm. Interesting. I wonder why. Let's reload, see what happens. Wait a minute. Where am I? I need to save. You move the decal over the wall, don't place it, but go to the color mode and then press the C button on PC. I don't know what that is on. And then you change the color of the wall. What's that? What's the C button? What's the actual menu called? You know what I mean? Yeah, I need to save. I didn't save. Let's try that. All right, let's try what you're talking about. The C button. So, okay, you move. So I'm put the wall down, hovering over, change the color of the decal. Sorry. Alright, hold on. I don't know what the C button is. Decalibrate the wall, don't place it. Go to the color mode and then press the C button on the PC. Don't know the controller button, then you change the color on the wall. Alright, place. Yeah, okay. There you go, like that. It's a similar thing. So I guess you could, yeah, I did that earlier with the frickin' pipe. And then I thought I couldn't get it to work. Was it just with the sticker? Didn't we try that just a moment ago? Yellow. Now go in. And it should be yellow. Yeah, okay. You don't have to do the UA. Okay, yeah, I thought that, yeah, I knew that. Thank you. Thank you for remembering me on that one. Yeah, you're swapping it ahead of time. Yeah, before we used to have to do that. Now you can just, you don't have to do the universal adjacency bit. Before you used to have to do that. Now it swaps it, as long as you stay in the menu. But before we were like holding it in place and then black walls. Oh yeah, I mean, there's a good percentage of that here if you look around. All of these are black. That's all black wall. These are gray and black over here, and up there there's gray and black. Well, the blinking problem's not too bad. So there we go. Yeah, now we got it. I thought that had changed. Thank you for refreshing my memory. Like usual, making things more complicated than I need to. Yeah, and this is just change it, go back into the menu. Yeah, and actually it'd be circle, and then choose it from there, like I just did. So actually, yeah. So on PlayStation it would be, so you go in. Hold on, let me grab my controller. I need to step away for a minute. Looks like it might get crazy out, and if so, I got to worry about power outage. All right, so let's do that one more time. So grab a floor, replace. Grab a wall. Actually, we don't even need to, right? Go get a sticker. Choose the color of the sticker. We'll go black. Hit circle to go back into the menu twice. Grab a wall. And there you go. Yeah, you don't need to do nothing. Just go back into the menu. So go back into your build menu. Yeah, it's better than UA in it, but yeah, there you go. Super simple. Now, when I was talking about stickers for color changing is a little bit different. I'm talking for color changing your lights. But to color change your walls, yeah, that's awesome. It's super easy. No effort. And you can get any color you want for any of your parts at that point, you know? I wonder... And what's cool, but that I don't think works with, and here's where here's another thing that why you want legacy parts. All right, now, legacy parts are awesome in my book, and they hold a close sentimental value. One more time for the people at the back. And then you just copy from that, you just copy your part. We'll go up to the freighter. I haven't been doing my freighter in a bit. We'll go up to a freighter and we'll play around a little bit. All right, so one more time. So I'm going to grab a floor. And I'm just going to bring out a wall, just to see it. Muscle memory. Okay, yeah, so see, we can tell it's going to be what color? White, right? And then we grab a sticker. Doesn't matter which one. Change your color. Back out to your build menu. Choose your wall. Place it. Now it's black. And then you can just copy away. Now you're free to roam, right? Now, I don't know if it's going to show up on this. Alright, this you have to do, I think, the color adjacency bit. So I'm going to grab this pipe, and I'm going to change it to gray-black, and I'm going to change it to stone. Alright? Now, if I go back into my legacy parts, and I grab a floor panel, it's going to have a texture to it. Which is pretty cool. Now, I don't know if we can, see, normally you can't change the texture on the floor panel. You can just change the color. Alright. So now that I have that, will I get stone on my... It's going to change it to a weird color. Alright. Hey, throttle jockey. Hover the decal, don't place it, just go to color mode and press L3. Alright. It's going to change it right on it? Really? That I didn't know. That would be cool. L3 is my camera. So it can't be that. L3. Yeah, L3 is my camera. Are you talking build? No. Are you talking build then? No, not build. That wouldn't make sense, right? L3 is my camera. That can't be the correct one. Alright, well, let's figure it out. I'm curious. It can't be L3. Colors. And then L3 would be camera. While I'm in the color menu? Ooh, and how did I get... Switch to edit mode. I'm lost here, bud. I don't know what's going on. All right, I know that I can just do this, but a pre-existing one, that I did not know. All right. Yellow. Rust. Then, now while in color, okay, so do I return? So I return, right? Select it. Switch to edit mode, which I'm here. I can't L3 because it takes me out of camera. That's all that does. Oh, stay in color select mode. Okay. All right. Color. Color select mode. Yellow. Now what? Hey, Drew, thank you, by the way. All right, I'm in color select mode. Then hit, I think, change to edit mode. Change to edit mode, which is triangle. All right, so blue. All right, so, all right, I look at this. I hit edit. All right, hold on. Hover the decal. All right, hover the decal. Decal is hovered. Then select color. First you hit it, okay, then you select the color. First you hit the... Alright, decal is hovering. Hovering the decal. Okay, hovering decal. Alright, hover the decal, then press the G for color mode. Okay, so hover decal. For PlayStation, for me to select color mode is my touchpad. So now I'm in the color mode. Then choose my color. Alright. We're going to go blue-orange. Don't choose a color yet. Okay. Hit edit mode. Then choose a color. Oh, that's dope. All right. Oh, that's dope. Okay. Right on. All right, so get my decal. Choose the color. Stone. Oh wait, no, wait. Edit. No. Edit. No. Hover decal. Edit. Now choose. Okay. Now choose. Now choose. All right. So gray, red, stone. Return. Place. All right. There we go. All right. So now I want to get this. If I lose power, I apologize. It is thunder booming and lightning outside. Thank you, Drew. That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's dope. So that means if I have a pipe out, although I can just choose that with the pipe, but if I have you out, doesn't matter that either. Yeah, actually it would, wouldn't it? Woo! Those are cracking close. Yeah, if I lose power, folks, I apologize. Well, that's helpful. Right on, right on, right on. Well, thank you for that. Now I got to do all that extra work. But hey, we have two ways to do it anyway. That was lightning. That was a crack. Well, you probably heard the thunder too, though, yeah. Alright, so... But what if I want... what if I wanted to... Alright, so... What if, yeah, because I'm just thinking here now, what if I want... Alright, so... Can I do the same thing with... No. How do I... So, to transfer that old color, though, I gotta do the other trick, though. So say I want... say I want this, which doesn't have these colors. If I want that... I gotta do that, right? Well, hold on, hold on. Yeah, green, gray. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just kind of looks like a gray. Oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? No, no. That's gray. Yeah, there we go. That looks more green now. Huh, that's weird. Try doing it in free place mode. Like, make sure you're in free placement mode when doing the trick. So, again, we're going to change the color of this wall. Now, there are two things here. One is if you have a placed part, right, then you want to change the color on that. The other is doing it before you place it. You can do it that way as well. Or, to get the new color on an old part, I think you have to do but I'll try it. Alright, so if I have a new part, right, I have to, yeah, but see, that's not gonna do anything to the floor, right? See, that's what I don't understand about the sticker working. It just hovers over there, man, and you change it. So what, I just hover this over here? Edit? Oh wait, color, edit. Yeah, holy crap. No kidding. It's just a hover. Wow. That is pretty dope. Huh. That's a really great trick. Thank you for this. This is freaking awesome. Oh, that helps so much. Oh, thank you, whoever found that. I don't know if Beeble found it or whoever did. But whoever did, man, freaking A. Right on. People did the vid, but yeah, exactly. There's so many things that have been discovered that people did a vid on because he just, that's what he does. He's got the time to make the videos and he's got the equipment. And that's what he does basically as a job, if you think about it. Yeah, it's pouring out. I'm going to go to my window while that's reloading real quick. Wow, street is a freaking river. It's going over the sidewalk. Damn. I am not kidding. Wow. Flash flood. I am seeing flash flood.